What's up, internet people? How's everybody doing out there? Thank you for hanging out once again. Welcome to another video. I'm really pumped and excited to talk to you guys today because I was just putting together kind of an action plan for a friend of mine who's in a really similar situation as me, who's ready to put their first course together and get it out to the world and start sharing their gift of knowledge and skills with other people on a much bigger scale than one-on-one. So as I was putting together this little action plan to send to her of just some helpful things that helped me get my first course or training, whatever you want to call it. You guys know I have an SEO training. It's a 7-day training to show you how to get organic traffic from the internet, how to get people coming to your website, paying attention to you without spending a bunch of money. That's what I want to talk to you guys about today, how doing just that has changed my life over the course of about 6 months, and how, if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure it could change your life as well. So that's the kind of stuff I want to break down for you here. And I'll start out by talking about this action plan I was putting together, and then I'm going to break off and really talk about the details about what exactly in my life has changed. But at first, before we do that, I want to reiterate that this is really important. That's why I'm pumped up about this. I've been talking to a number of friends and even family about this stuff, and I'm having a really hard time getting through to them when I start talking about, hey, you can make money online. You can make money online doing the things you're already doing. You don't have to change anything about your life. The only thing you have to change is how you're sharing your life with other people and how many people you're reaching. Because the more people you reach, the more people who are going to like you and potentially send you money, right? That's as simple as it gets. That's as far as we can break it down. So when it comes to getting started, here are some of the things that took me a while to get together and to figure out, but now that I have, I'm hoping can help some of you guys who are in a similar situation, who feel like you might have something to share. You might have the knowledge to put a course together, but you just don't know how to do it and you don't know where to start, or you're hung up on something. So give me just a second. I'm trying to pull this up so I can see comments. If any, of you guys are here watching live. Anyways, the first place to start, I think, is you want to figure out what is the most valuable thing that you can realistically teach somebody in a short period of time. And in my example, it's 7 days. My SEO training is 7 days. And I'm recommending to my friend here who's looking to start a course that hers also start at about 7 days. And the reason for that is longer courses, like if you want to do a month-long course or a couple month-long course, that's a big commitment to ask of somebody. It's a big ask of somebody, especially a stranger, somebody who's online and somebody who doesn't know you. So by starting with something that's about a week, that's something that people see as achievable and realistic. So back to the question, what's the most valuable thing that you can realistically teach somebody in about 7 days? This is going to be the course or the topic or goal of your course. So the very next thing that you need to think about is, how has your life changed from this new information? And that's something I'm going to break off in a minute and talk about personally from my experience, how my life has changed since I decided to make a course, since I decided to start selling stuff online and doing affiliate offers and just trying to make money online in general. But back to this question, how has your life changed from this new information? You want to think about things like, what direct benefits will your customers receive? And it's important to note that benefits are different than features. So take a car, for example, like your car shop and you want to buy a new car or a used car. Features would be like, the car might have shiny paint, it might have quality parts, it might have a lifetime warranty. Those are features. Here's the thing, features are boring. Nobody cares about features. Benefits of having a car, hey, I can get to work faster. I cannot get sweaty on my way to work. Maybe you have a fancy car, you can look like a baller. Those are benefits versus features. It has a all steel engine. It's made of good parts, right? That's boring. So you want to focus on the benefits. That's what's going to motivate people to buy, and that's how you should frame your pitch and your sales page. And that's a big reason I paid somebody like $300 and something to redo the copy on my website. And doing that paid for itself in a couple days because my conversions probably doubled. And so a lot of the traffic that was coming to my website and then leaving, a bigger chunk of it is now purchasing my product thanks to this investment of sales copy. And the thing to point out about that is every time I read my own website now that this guy has taken what I had to say and kind of spiced it up and added some flavor, when I read it, it sounds corny. But the important thing to keep in mind is that people who come to your website don't know you. It's corny to me because I already know myself and you know what I'm doing with my life. But a stranger, on the other hand, reading this guy's like attention-grabbing story, keeps them on my website much longer than them reading the facts that I laid out about my life and about my course, and you get the idea. So before we get on to the rest of the questions in this list that I'm hoping can help you get started making money online, whether that's a course or selling services or products or whatever, I want to talk about how my life has changed. And I actually titled this video wrong. I titled it How I Changed My Life Using Social Media, and you can too. But the way I should have titled this video is How You Changed My Life Thanks to Social Media. And for those of you guys watching right now, or those of you guys who watch this video after the fact, you are some of the most important people in my life, and I can't thank you enough for hanging out with me and watching. And when I say that, I really do mean that, because I've been trying to make money online for years, right? Probably 10 years total. Gotten more serious about it in the past 5 years, and then this past year has been when I've made it my full-time priority, my only job. The only thing I'm doing is trying to make money online. So, like I said, I've been doing that about a year. How has my life changed? Well, to be honest with you, for the first 6 months, it really didn't. I was selling stuff on eBay. I was selling stuff on Poshmark. I had left my union job at UPS, so getting money was a lot bigger of a priority, and I was able to do that through eBay and Poshmark, but it was still really hard work. I was driving around to numerous different thrift stores almost every day, buying stuff, coming home having to wash it, clean it up so I could take a good picture of it, spend time photographing it, editing the pictures a little bit, uploading them, you know, writing the titles, writing the descriptions, dealing with eBay and Poshmark's strict standards on, you know, certain brands you can't sell because they're knocked off too frequently. There's too many bootleg copies, so they won't even let you sell it like that's anything like any of the name brands, you know, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, stuff like that. I'd find that stuff in the thrift store all the time, and I'm not an expert merchant, so I don't know if it's real or fake, right? But I paid $1 for it. I want to sell it for 10. It's still a great deal, even if it is a fake, but they'll shut your account down, you know, even if you put in the title, like, I got this at Goodwill, I don't know. But anyways, I got tired of dealing with all of that kind of stuff. So I thought to myself, hey, I should start selling this stuff on my own website. So I created a website. I've been making websites for probably 5 years now, so I was like, no problem, I'll make a website, sell my stuff on the website. What I didn't realize is nobody cares about, you know, your website is just like everybody else's. What people care about is you and getting to know you. And so that's why I said in this last question, how has your life changed from this information that you want to share with people? And by focusing on how your life has changed, this is what's going to motivate people to buy. So again, personally, when I talk about my life has changed, in the first 6 months of trying to make money online, my life didn't change really. I was working all the time. I didn't have a ton of extra money, if any at all. And it wasn't until I figured out the very important thing that I just mentioned, that people want to buy from you. And that's because they want to feel motivated, they want to feel encouraged, they want someone to tell them that they can do it, that it's possible. And the best way to do that is by showing them how that happened for you. So after about 6 months, that's when I decided that, hey, I'm going to put my face behind this. Before that, I wanted to keep my face offline. I didn't want to be famous. I didn't want anybody to know me or whatever. I was just going to sell my products and people would buy my products, and that was good enough for me. But I found out nobody wants to buy products. They want relationships, and they want to get to know people and all that. So I figured, hey, I'm already doing all this reselling stuff. Why don't I just take out my phone and record myself as I do it? So I started taking out my phone, going into Goodwill, saying, hey, I'm looking for deals at Goodwill today. And then I get home and I take out my phone again and say, hey, this is the stuff I bought. This is how much I paid. This is how much I sold it on eBay for. And still at first it was slow. I started getting some followers. I started getting some extra sales because people were watching my content or seeing it on Instagram or whatever. And I thought, hey, the more I talk about this stuff, the more people pay attention and the more they buy. And that brings to my mind a time-old saying that I remember hearing. I don't know where it comes from, but I remember it from a Jay-Z lyric of all places, and that is, "A closed mouth don't get fed." And I think that directly applies to internet marketing. And simply put, the louder you can be, the more you open your mouth, the more people are going to know about you. And the more people who know about you, the more likely it is that some of them like you and are interested in what you're selling, and hopefully think it can change their life. So after about 6 months, like I said, I started putting out more content. I started putting my face on the content. I started telling people, hey, my name is James and I'm here to make some money online. I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm going to figure it out. And shortly after I did that, that's when I started getting into affiliate offers and stuff like that. And then I was hooked. The first affiliate offer I started promoting heavily was groovefunnels, and the reason I did that was because I loved the product. I've been playing with these quick builders my entire life, since probably at least when I was in high school, and I graduated high school in 2006, so probably since at least like 2004, I've been playing with the do-it-yourself quick builders. I've never been impressed. They've always had a lot of code bloat. They weren't good for SEO. Some of them were good, had a good user experience. Some of them didn't. But anyways, I've tried them all. Shopify, I've tried Wix, I've tried GoDaddy, I've tried ClickFunnels, Squarespace, you name it. Most of the big ones I've tried. And when I tried groovefunnels, I was blown away at how much is included. I don't want to say it's the most simple builder I've ever used, but as far as the tools you get, from email marketing, video marketing, they have obviously the website builder, the landing page builder. You can build physical products and digital products. Anyways, I saw their affiliate offer and I was like, hey, I'll try this affiliate marketing thing. Make money sharing a link. Who doesn't want to do that? So I tried it, and I realized that what would get me the most traffic to my groovefunnels affiliate link was making videos. So I continued and I started making more and more videos. And the more I started focusing on what my audience wanted instead of what I wanted, the faster I made sales. So after I made a couple affiliate sales of groovefunnels, which by the way, it paid for itself. I don't know if they still have the lifetime offer going. I haven't checked in the past few days. I know they're going to cancel it soon. But when I got in, it was about $1,400 for the software, and they have a 40% affiliate program. So if you do the math, that means that only 3 people need to buy this software for it to have not only paid for itself, but put me in the green. So that was a no-brainer for me. And the first sale I made, the first time I woke up to $500 being sent to me from PayPal while I was sleeping, I was hooked. I was like, this making money online thing is real. And I'm going to keep going. And that's when I started pushing, and that's when I started making content about SEO, because I realized what was getting my content found, what was getting me views, and what was making me sales was making content with my face on it and putting it out there. As uncomfortable as it makes me, it still feels weird to record these videos just talking to my phone without anybody else here. But the more I do it, the more positive feedback I get. And again, that's why I say you guys have changed my life using social media, because it's each and every one of you guys that watches my videos that has led to this life now, which obviously I still have a long way to go to where I want to be. But the difference is now I'm paying my bills with 3 or 4 or 5 days worth of work each month, and then I have the rest of the month to figure out how I can make more money next month, which is what we all want to grow, right? Before, like I said, at the beginning, I was just barely making enough to pay my bills, and I was out grinding and working every day. And the cool thing is, the more positive feedback I get and the more money I make, the more motivated I am to keep working. Which is why I pretty much work nonstop doing SEO and digital marketing and making videos, because I really enjoy it. And the more I do it, the more it seems to pay off, which is a drastic difference compared to my life at UPS. So when I was at UPS, I had my bills paid. That wasn't a big deal. But I was working all the time, 13-hour days, 5, some frequently 6 days a week. And then I would come home and I'd be stressed, and I had no time with my girlfriend. I had no time with my family. I had no time with my pets. And most importantly, I had no time to do the things in life that I want to do, which is help people and learn new skills and, have a fulfilling life. So The difference is now I'm making about probably the same amount of money I was making then, but in a fraction of the hours worked. And if I can repeat this process, I can either A, make a lot more money, or B, have a lot more free time and the same amount of money, both of which are way better than working all the time and having enough money and not doing anything else. So that's how this has changed my life. And like I said, it started after the eBay and Poshmark thing, after reselling items, then I moved into affiliate offers, and that's when I realized, hey, why am I only keeping 40%? I'm driving all this traffic, I'm reaching all these people, I'm now having people hit me up, say, hey, this is really helpful, I learned from you, this is valuable information you're putting out. So I thought to myself, why not try and keep all the money? So I made two examples of that, and I made digital product, which is my SEO training, and I made a digital service, which is my automated video marketing service. And between the two of these, each one of them has made me about $1,000 a month. So you're thinking, okay, $2,000 a month, nothing spectacular about that. So what, you're gonna make 24 grand a year? Well, that is what it's been so far. Like I said, I'm about 6 months into this full-time trying to make money online, and so far making about $2,000 a month online. But the cool thing is, half of that or more is entirely passive from my SEO training and my affiliate offers. Only half of that requires work, which equates to, like I said, 3 or 4 days per month of work to keep this money coming in. That is enough to cover pretty much all of my bills. And the super cool thing is, the rate it has been growing each month, right? It started at 0, and then the next month I made $100, and then the next month I probably made $100, and then maybe one month I made $200, and now the graph is getting steeper and steeper, so that the plan is 6 months from now, a year from now, I can hopefully be making 10x, 20x the amount of money I'm making now, and working the same amount of time. So that's how this information that I share, not only in my course, but on my YouTube channel and all these videos, has changed my life. That's how I think it can change your life, and that's why I'm trying to break it down into these digestible chunks so that you can really understand what's going on with my business and hopefully help your own. So to get back on track here with this action plan for getting started with making money online, getting started with your own course or your own private membership or mastermind, whatever it is that you do. So we've covered what is the most valuable thing that you know that you can realistically teach someone in about a week. The next thing is, how has your life changed from this new information? That's what you want to focus on. Now, the fourth question that I think can really help people, because it really helped me, is what are you scared, or what are you scared of about learning this information? Or before you knew it, what scared you about acquiring this new skill set? Because your customers are going to have the same fears, and if you can address these fears beforehand, also known as objections in the sales world, you're going to have a much higher success rate. You're going to have more people buying your stuff because they feel confident in you. So, for example, I was talking to my friend who wants to make a course having something to do with yoga and healing, I believe. So, for example, if you wanted to learn about the chakras in 7 days, you could learn about chakras without chanting, without wearing a robe, and without having to go to India, right? And this is a very stereotypical example. But if you talk to somebody who knows nothing about yoga and you ask them, hey, let's go learn yoga, and they're like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Well, why not? Well, I don't like chanting, or don't they wear robes, or do we have to go all the way to India to do that? You know, people are going to have objections, and if you can clear these up beforehand, that's going to go a long way towards making more sales. So, the most valuable thing you can teach someone in 7 days. How has your life changed from this valuable information? What were you scared of before you got this information that kept you previously from getting it? So then the final thing that is really helpful to focus on is, what is the desired outcome? What do you want to happen once somebody has purchased from you and gone through your course or your mastermind, or bought your product, or ordered your new invention, whatever it is? What's next? What's going to instantly be different from them when they finish? And then what is the next step? How can they use these skills that they learn to reach the next level? You don't want to leave them hanging. And in fact, the majority of sales that happen in the world, on planet Earth, the majority of transactions occurring right now you need to understand this. This is super important. Is our second sales, what's known as the second sale. They say the second sale is easier than the first, and it makes total sense because people buy from people they know and they trust. So who are you going to trust more than somebody who you've already spent money with and got a positive reaction? So now that we have that information, logically, getting a second sale from one of your existing customers is going to be way easier than selling a stranger that you've never met before. So when you put together your course, or you put together your offer, your service, or your new invention, whatever it is, when you put that together, you want to give people an action plan on where to go next. And how that relates to what I do, whether it is my SEO training or my consulting, is I set up my SEO training is a step-by-step process from start to finish, and I have it set up on a drip feed specifically so that you can recreate each step as you go. That way, when you finish the SEO training, you have an existing website, not only a website, but you have a website, you have the corresponding social media profiles, you have a YouTube channel, you have Google My Business, and most importantly, you know how to use and operate all of these things without taking up a ton of your time. So the next step in my SEO training is to just continue what you did for 7 days until, you're making money with it. And like I said, this process for me has taken about 6 months to go from making $0 selling digital products online to 6 months to pretty much have all my bills paid. And in those 6 months, I was having to do a lot of things. I was having to sell stuff on eBay. I was having to deliver Uber Eats and do whatever I could to make up the difference. So I'm super excited, and that's why I just can't stop talking about this stuff, and that's why I get so frustrated with friends and family when I see them with the device all day long. They're walking around with this device. Just like me, they have a smartphone, and just like me, they're recording videos when something happens in their life. They have their phone out, they take videos of their pets, of their new car, of their fancy dinner, whatever it is, and they set their profile to private, and or they won't share that with people. So one of the important things, because when I talk to people, one of the things I'm finding most surprising is when I talk about making money online to people, it's like an instant turnoff. It's like they don't believe it. They're like, that's not real. That couldn't possibly happen to me. And that's why it's so exciting, because I've seen people do this countless times, time and time again. And that's what got me into this from the beginning. I uploaded my first video to YouTube in 2005. And then in 2006, some guy named Gary Vaynerchuk came along and started drinking wine in his basement, literally drinking alcohol and recording it. And look at where that led him to having a super successful marketing company. And my point is, it's not just about the big guys like Gary Vee. There's people everywhere in between, from Gary Vee all the way down to me making a couple grand online per month. But the point is, not just hundreds of people, not thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people are making a sustainable living online, doing what they already do and sharing that with the world. And it's as simple as taking out your phone and recording a video and posting it. And then as you go along and you get better, you can start optimizing the videos. Maybe you want to learn about SEO. Maybe you take my 7-day training. Maybe you're still skeptical because you've taken SEO training before and it didn't get you anywhere. So if that's the case, you can sign up and get the first 3 lessons for free. You don't even need a credit card, and that is at howtorank.com with the number 2, howtorank.com. Sign up for free, get the first 3 lessons. You'll have a much better idea of what I'm talking about when I say you can get massive amounts of attention online. So in about 6 months, I have grown my YouTube channel to be getting about 50,000 organic impressions per month. I have about 1,000 or so subscribers, which, by the way, thank each and every one of you, because I just want to reiterate one more time, you guys are what has changed my life. You guys are what has made it possible for me to work 5 days a month and pay all my bills instead of working almost every day of the month to pay all my bills. And like I said, I have a long way to go to get to where I want to be, where I can be just traveling around and doing what I want all the time. But I'm extremely grateful for the just better life I have, the free time I have to spend. My girlfriend is super thankful. My family is thankful that I get to spend more time with them. And it really means a lot to me. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you like what you see, smash the like button, share this with your friends. What's up, William? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys as always, and I will catch you on the next video.